It's Thursday night, almost 2,000 years ago. You're a disciple. You're heading to the Passover Meal with Jesus. Many are going to call it the Last Supper. Jesus gives thanks, breaks bread, pours wine. Passover usually celebrates the lamb's blood that saves your ancestors, but now Jesus says this is a new covenant and his blood will be poured out. But you don't even know what that means. He tells you about Judas's betrayal, Peter's denial. Peter says he would never. Judas runs out. Later that night, you follow him to Gethsemane to pray, but you're tired. You keep dozing off. Every time you wake up, there he is, the Christ, and he's crying out, "Father, take this cup from me if it's your will," but you keep falling asleep. Suddenly you wake to shouting. It's the middle of the night. Judas is there with crowds. Jesus is being arrested. Why? Can they even do this? In just hours, the world is never going to be the same. It's super early on Friday morning. The sun's not even risen. It's 2,000 years ago and you're a disciple. You were just with Jesus in the garden where he was arrested. You watch as he's taken to the high priest house. They're putting him on trial. What? But it's a sham. It's illegal. Just before sunrise, he's taken to Pontius Pilate. But Pilate, he doesn't even find any fault, so he caves to the angry crowd. His blood's on your hand, he says. You watch him get whipped, beaten, not for minutes, but for hours. A crown of thorns jammed on his head. Then he carries a 100-pound beam through the streets. He's spit on, he's kicked, and that beam will be his cross. He looks at you with compassion, and as the people laugh and jeer, he cries out, "Father, forgive them, they know not what they do." And then he dies. The one you followed, the one who changed everything, gone. That's what happened on Friday during the Passion. It's 2,000 years ago, a Saturday. It's the Sabbath, and you're a disciple. You haven't slept. How could you? Just 2 nights ago, you were eating the Passover with Jesus. Yesterday, he was crucified, and now you're supposed to rest? I mean, God rested on this day after creating the world, but how can you rest when his son was just killed? You keep replaying his words. He said he'd suffer, be handed over, killed, and on day 3 rise. But is that really going to happen? He died on Friday. That's day 1. Today is day 2. Could he rise tomorrow? You hear the chief priests sealed the tomb. They posted guards. They think you might try to steal the body to fake a resurrection. You hear Judas, your brother in Christ, took his own life. Peter denied him 3 times. Everything just feels shattered. You and the other disciples can only cry. You're afraid. Are they going to come for you next? What happens now? It's almost 2,000 years ago, Easter Sunday. There's a knock at the door. It's Mary Magdalene and a few other women. They were at the tomb trying to prepare the body, but the stone was rolled away and there was an angel there. Peter and John sprint to the tomb. Could it be? But all there is when they get there is grave clothes. No sign of Jesus. So Mary stays, she waits, and then she comes back to tell you she saw the risen Jesus. 2 more disciples that were walking come a few hours later. They also saw him, and then you get a knock at the door. He's there to see you and the other disciples, to tell you he has risen. It doesn't feel real, but it is. And here's the thing, the disciples didn't just tell this story, they gave their lives for it. They were mocked, beaten, even killed, just to share the truth that Jesus is risen. So the question isn't, what if this is not true? The question is, what if it is? And that is the story of the Passion.